Well, hello Internet. It's Saturday. I have the day off. I got a package. Time to open it up. Straight away though, it sounds like it's full of packing peanuts. Oh, it is paper. But more importantly, this is the Panasonic AF100 that I bought on eBay for $700 that has been included with 6 lenses. They're all in old cases too. 5, that's a nice case. Yeah, the original must have broken. And 6. Now these are older lenses. I did look them up, so they're probably not going to have connections for electronic focus or iris or zoom, but just consider it going old school. Got a battery, feels like it's in good shape, not that you can tell much from feeling it. Got the venerable AF100 book, teaches me everything I need to know about that. I'll probably bring it into work to read. Got a standard cable, standard charger, and more paper. This is an older camera. I'm under no illusions about that. It came out in 2011, either 2010 or 2011. It was the first video camera to incorporate the micro four thirds sensor, and as a result, it could use any micro four thirds lens and have that good shallow depth of field that a lot of SLR shooters were playing with. But this was in a video package. Much more professional audio inputs, good waveform monitor built in. So this is used. It is only 1080p. It will not shoot 4K, which I'm alright with because I don't really have editing equipment to handle 4K. But all things considered, this looks like it's in good shape. We are missing an XLR cover. It's not a big deal. But not a lot of scratches. Yeah. I think we'll have some fun with this. I was able to get a little charge out of the battery. It's pretty much flat, so we're just going to let that sit for a while. But visual inspection of all the lenses, they are old. They have some mileage on them. This Canon in particular has got a little bit of damage on the outside, but it should still be functional. The eyepiece is a little loose. I'm not super worried about that. My next move now is get a tripod, get maybe a shotgun mic to mount on this, and some media cards, and probably some extra batteries. So $700, great price. I couldn't find any other camera for that price. At least this model. So $700, still functional, still looks good. Yeah, I gotta buy more shit. Okay, got together a couple of little props and a bright enough light, I think, and just started cycling through lenses. Everything's looking good. Everything looks clean for 1080p, really. A couple things I'm noticing is the Rokinon 135 will not focus on anything below 8 feet. Meanwhile, the Canon 30 to 70, that's got something loose in its zoom ring, so probably not going to use that for any zooming shots, even though it's got separate zoom and focus rings. Most of the other ones that have zoom and focus, it's kind of a combined setting, like on old cameras, where you push the ring out or in to determine your zoom while you rotate it for focus. So not very conducive to doing zooming pans or what have you. Really a big fan of this Vivitar 90mm though. I think I can have a lot of fun with that. It is a macro lens, so we'll be able to get real tight on some subjects. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but time will tell, and we'll have some fun. Finally, digging into the camera settings, turned on the Cinelike settings, Cinelike D, gamma and matrix, and I really like the look of these. We got really good dynamic range. You'll notice everything looks kind of flat. That's what we want. It just gives us an opportunity to play with it later. Also turned on the skin detail, which seemed to soften things up a little bit as far as color, not so much detail. And then just a little less noisy, I want to say. I can't say for sure. I'm still learning. I will always be learning, I should say. And then finally turned on the Cinelike V setting, and I hate it. It's just crushing the blacks. Yes, it looks very dramatic, but no, I'd rather have that dynamic range to play with later. And finally, the next day, I had some sunlight I could work with, so went out on my balcony, put a boot on a table, did a little bit of testing with sunlight, and everything's looking good. I have ordered a kit to clean the lenses out, thoroughly, because everything's got to look pretty. One cool effect of this Vivitar 90mm is its rack focus from infinity all the way down to a macro level. So you can literally have 2 complete settings in the same shot. And lastly, taking advantage of the variable frame rate, cranked up the camera up to 60 frames per second in capture. It was a really windy day, especially on the 5th floor. And if you can imagine this footage sped up almost 2.5 times its current speed, that's about what everything looked like at the time. And of course, using the higher frame rate steadied out my hand because I don't have a tripod yet. Like I said, I gotta buy more shit. That's in the future though. In the meantime, this works pretty well.